Hey guys, Gizmo here again, and this week we've got another fun and exciting game for you on Is It Worth It? Today's game is Firestriker for the Super Nintendo, and this is a game I picked up a few years back, and I paid under $10 for the game. And at the time, I thought I got a really good deal on it. I'll be honest, it's a game that I enjoy a lot. It is a single player or multiplayer game. It has RPG elements, it has a good story, it's bright, vibrant animations, and a beautiful soundtrack. So let's get into it, shall we? We have an overworld map. It reminds me a lot of the map from ActRaiser. I really appreciate that. But what we have in the core game mechanics is Breakout with a twist. I am playing one player right now, and I am the red guy. But unlike most one-player games, I am also the blue guy. And let me explain that a little more. This is a one or two-player game, but one player can play two players. And by doing so, the red player controls with the D-pad and these four buttons. The bottom blue player controls with the shoulder buttons, just left and right, left and right. He auto hits, while the red player is really the star of the show. Now in this game you'll also notice that there is a life bar, there's a rest bar, and a power bar. The life bar is very simple. It's easy to understand. Lose all your hearts, you die. The rest bar is the number of lives you have. Die 3 times, the game is over. Now let's go over the other way you can die. As you see, we're breaking blocks, we're advancing into the next stage just like, say, Breakout would be. Now under you there's always 4 blocks around where your blue player or your goalie is. If those blocks are broken and the little yellow ball goes past them, you also die that way. Now on the matter of power shots, every once in a while you'll get power-ups which will either restore part of your health, all of your health, or give you power shots. Now with a power shot, the ball will go all the way through the blocks in a desired path without stopping and bouncing off. And this is very handy for places like this right here. If you had a power shot, you could nearly clear it in one hit. Now we're going to get a power shot here, and we will be using it very soon. It's a little bit of a waste, but I wanted to go ahead and just get out of this level fast. But each level, it's a little more of the same, but it never really feels more of the same because they did a really good job of balancing what you wanted to see in a game. You knew you were going to get the same basic gameplay in every one, but you didn't want it to look the same, you didn't want it to feel the same. And I applaud them wholeheartedly for what they've done. This game also has boss battles, which I thought was really interesting the first time I got to one. So like, wow, a boss battle in a Breakout game? That's really cool. And it adds a lot to the story, the RPG element of it. So let's go ahead and let's skip to the boss battle now. Quick break. Alright, here's the first boss battle of the game. I don't want to spoil a lot of the story, which it does have a really cute story if you pay attention to it. But you're not going to see this in a lot of other games like this. As a matter of fact, I can't think of another game quite like this one. Because like I said, it's Breakout. It's Arkanoid. We've played this kind of break the block game before. But we've never really played it with a storyline set in olden times with boss battles, and there's a huge story, there's a beautiful soundtrack. It never really feels repetitive, and you're playing 2 characters in a one-player game. How cool is that? So the question we gotta ask ourselves, and the main point of the show, is it worth it? Well, when I paid less than $10 for it a few years back, yes, it was very much worth it. $15 is a great price on this game, it really is. Unfortunately, this isn't a few years back anymore, and this game recently took a big big jump in price, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if somebody mentioned it in another video or if it's become one of those rare games everyone needs. I don't know. But when I was looking over on the current eBay pricing and the current sold pricing, cross-referencing Amazon, I started noticing it was trending anywhere from $60 to $100 depending on the condition. This is a wonderful game. It's got a great story. It's got a lot of replayability. I wish it had a save state. That's a complaint I really have about it. When you turn this game off, you start back over the next time. So get ready to play it for a while. But with all of this being said, is it 60 to 80, maybe even $100? No, not at all. And I love this game. I'm just thankful I got it when I did, because I would never have bought this game for that price. Taking a complete gamble, looking at a cover and going, okay, maybe. And I would strongly recommend none of you either. This is one of those where it's not the most common game, but I do see several copies a year in different stores. Wait, bide your time. It will come up in a bundle at some point. Somebody will sell a console with 15-20 games in it. This will be one of them. Look on Craigslist. Go to your forums on your social media. Look for it there. Get a better price on it. Even at $20, it's a safe bet. $25, it's still a safe bet. Over 60? 100? No, not even complete. No. And that's this week's Is It Worth It, guys. Unfortunately, in this case, it just isn't.